All right, so welcome everybody to week 3 now of our 3-month boot camp. And so there was a lot on the agenda for today. So definitely a lot to go through, but we'll touch base on most of it. The important thing is we're going to go over the RISE brochure, which we know we have that in English and Spanish. So making sure that we have a clear names list, right? So this starts our 40 names list. It gives us memory joggers such as who are my supportive friends, who are my supportive family members, who are family friends, those who have a social network or social influence, those who enjoy a healthy lifestyle, those who like adding value to others, those who may enjoy a side hustle or have done one in the past. So that's one of the tasks for us to fill out together. So the Spanish group is going to start with that. And then the English group will end with that. But some of the things that were in this section that are really important were our guides. So they're not as up to date as they should be, definitely, but they do give you some information. And a lot of them you can't order right now, but they do give you great information. And the good thing is some of them exist in Spanish as well. So the Simply Sharing Guide helps us actually share the kit. And again, you can just get this from Vital180 and, update whatever oils are changed in the kit, you just explain and update. We have the Vital Life Guide, which goes over some of the product lines. And then we have the Welcome Guide, which you can walk a new member through in order to know things that they should be doing. And so at this point in time, this is the share section of Vital180 that we're going through. So if you haven't done so yet, if this is your first time on this, you want to make sure that you have already completed the Getting Started section and that everyone on your team that can speak English has completed the Getting Started section. That Getting Started section, again, walks them through the virtual office. It tells them about essential rewards. It guides them, and we've talked a lot about in the past couple weeks, leverage. That is your leverage. Making sure every single person on your team goes through the Getting Started guide is a way for them to get taught without you spending your time teaching them. Making sure that you're leveraging your time. Making sure that working your business doesn't burn you out because you're teaching with tools as much as possible. And then after that, we went through the beginning part of Vital180 last week. So we did the Getting Started training. So again, anyone that's on this call that has not gone through the Getting Started training, make sure you do that immediately when you get off. And then make sure that every single person on your team has gone through the Getting Started. It's so important for them to understand their virtual office, how to make an order, and things of that nature. And then last week we went over the Live section. So this is super important too for most people. It helps you understand essential rewards. It explains how it's important to try a new product. It explains a lot of our different product lines, like what we have as far as toxic-free living in the bathroom, laundry, garage, etc. And then it encourages you to make sure that you always join the conference calls. And then it reminds you about the education that you can get on the blog. 8 times out of 10, probably when somebody asks me a question about something, I go to the Young Living blog and try to find an article on it. I don't have a lot of do-it-yourself stuff memorized, and I go there very frequently for that. And then just one more thing before we completely do our breakout section. Just reminding everybody about all the classes that we have coming up. So tomorrow at noon, for those that are building internationally, we have our call on international markets. So it's designed at noon because then it's in the evening for people in Europe and in Africa. We have our weekly home-based business chat. That's where we just talk about and help people understand. Home-based business is where it's at. Why health and wellness, why Young Living, and why network marketing isn't that bad. And then we have our spa party that is monthly. If you have not been to that, we have tons of fun. We always have tons of people on it. And tonight is the best night to make sure that you get your samples. if you make sure you message me today and I send your samples tonight, you will definitely get them no matter where you are in the country, either Thursday or Friday for the cheapest price. Now, technically, you can probably get them tomorrow or Wednesday, but sometimes it comes on Monday, and then you have to like choose priority shipping rather than just normal mail. So hopefully everyone has marked going. Hopefully everyone has invited some people to that. And if you do not have our best toxic-free skincare on hand and you need some samples, I just packed up some. I got to go to the post office already, so just let me know. Send me a message, and then I can get you, I can pack up some more and drop that off because I'm already going to be going anyways. And so, yeah, we didn't have a 5 o'clock this Monday. I'm trying to do those every other Monday. So the next one that we're going to have is going to be Monday the 27th. I'm doing that with a chiropractor. I was just chatting with him on Instagram. So he is a Crossline Young Living person I just found. And he is into a lot of different stuff. And so he's going to, you know, while we're getting more active in the summer, he's going to help us learn things that we can do, but he uses Agile Ease and all the other good stuff. So he's a good person to collaborate with when it comes to that stuff. So those are our upcoming classes. So let me stop sharing and I will break the Spanish speakers out into the Spanish room. And then again, you guys can over there start with the RISE brochure, going through that together.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Not you, Roxy, you're coming with me.
I did. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try the English one. Okay.
Why did it do this?
Let me chat.
Did Sherelle leave, Tashina?
I don't see her to be allocated. I don't know if something happened to her phone. So yeah, Jocelyn, yeah, the more that we use our tools, the more we avoid burnout. Like the past couple of things that we've been sharing, we've been talking about leverage, leverage, leverage. The more that you use your tools, the easier your job will be. So in the onboarding process, the spreadsheet that we have, that's why it talks about Vital 180, because Vital 180 can help your people walk through the website, know about essential rewards, and learn while you're not there. That's why Vital 180 tells you about the blog and tells your people about the blog. And so that's why it's so, so important that every single person in your team does the getting started training of Vital 180, because they're gonna learn stuff without you being there. That's one of the things we've been in the last couple, like the one we did with Matt. We've been reiterating leverage, leverage, leverage is really the difference between network marketing and an actual sales job, is the leverage that you get from using your tools.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen again, but I do wanna drop the RISE brochure in the chat as well. Okay, so Dana, did you get to review the STAR section? that we were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, you want to share while I'm just moving and trying to drop this stuff in here so there's not dead silence.
Share going through that section, the share.
Yeah, like what's some of the stuff that, you know, going through it like a third or fourth time, however, that you appreciated about it.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let him pull it up. So it's gonna be silent anyway.
Well, I'm kind of putting some of it on the screen.
Right here, right?
No, the share in Vital180.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
She said she has it up. I don't know.
She's pulling it up.
Well, this is what it was in there. There's a video on sharing your premium starter kit, prepare to share the class planning guide, a video on teaching essential oils, a video on enrolling members at essential oils class, a video on enrolling new members. So this is like the schedule. I was just adding in the tools that they refer to. There was a audio on using this on social media. It showed you how to use the shareable library.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing with the way they present the sharing is for some reason sometimes we feel like it has to be this big production where like they made it super simple even when it came to like the video when it was sharing the premium starter kit, you know, you just simply, if you're with somebody, you're using your oils, you maybe ask them if they want to use it too, or if they have something going on, you listen to what problem or issue it is and how the oils can help support that. I honestly think this whole business, we overcomplicate it. And so I do like that even with all of these tools, each step is super simple. And even in the preparing to teach an essential oil class, and this is how I started, honestly and truthfully. I had a script that I took a piece of paper and I sat in front of my friends and I read the piece of paper and then I looked up and was like, would you like to get one? Some said yes and some said no. And then I did it again and again and again. So yeah, I think all of the videos though, like they role played. And so you could see how it looked having the conversation. But it only is weird when you start being weird. And yeah.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Like, if you feel like you don't know how to share, then you just need to watch these videos over and over again. If you feel nervous asking about somebody to buy a premium starter kit, then you need to watch the video about enrolling members at an essential oils class over and over again. And like you said, they break it down. There's no reason not to just use the Simply Sharing guide. And then in addition, you have the business in a box, right? So you have a class planning guide. So if you choose to have your own class, you have a class planning guide that tells you everything that you need. And then you have the business in the box that has so many different classes in it.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, honestly, it's amazing. So you have an intro to oils here. You have an intro to young living here. You have a home detox. You have got oils now what? You have Ninja Red. You have how to apply Savvy Minerals, which we usually print off and have at our in-person spa parties. And you have a Savvy Minerals makeup class so that you know, I mean, our culture and our target market loves makeup. I mean, we should be promoting that like so hard because our people also are getting more hormone issues and a lot of that has to do with the toxins that's in our makeup. And we have the ability to help someone get healthy and change their life based on something that they're already doing. And so that's one of the things that is super, super important. And one of the reasons why we have our spa parties, because we can casually chat about toxic-free skincare and have fun and have those, do all that stuff together. So again, if you haven't marked going and you haven't invited your people, I would encourage you to do that because we always have tons of fun at those. It's always great. And it's the same breakout in Spanish and one in English as well.
Can you actually go ahead and click on one of the business on the box so people can see exactly what it looks like?
Yeah, let me scoop forward. I want to add to that because like we teach, we do Wellness Wednesdays. A lot of the classes that we teach with those are from Vital180. And the only reason that, like, not to like toot my own horn, but the only reason I've become proficient at teaching them is because we've taught these classes so many times. And so, like, I like to recycle these classes because you have, like, new people coming in, and then everything's already there. So, like, if you need to print out a postcard, like, or send an invitation, it's there. Facebook cover, like, printouts if you're doing in-person classes and everything, and the PDFs or the PowerPoint whole presentation is there. Along with all the information you need. So it just makes it simple. That way you don't have to come up with your own presentation. You don't have to research and worry about what to say. Like, this is duplicable, number one, but it's simple. And you can go through it over and over and over and over again till you get, like, really, really good at it.
And I'll say too, I've even done where, like, not for this presentation, but intro to oils, where I will send the class printout of all the oils, a snippet of how the oils can be used, and I might send a sample of maybe 1 or 2 in the premium starter kit out to people. So that way, when we do have the discussion and go through the oils, they might have a sample of a few of them that they can, like, reference, but then they also have, when I go away, because most of the time it happens where they're like, wait, was peppermint for me to go to sleep or wake up, or I don't remember what digest, and a lot of times, they'll get started and they'll be like, yeah, this one just sits in my thing because I don't remember what she said it's good for. So it's kind of nice also for them to have those little references, and again, all of that can be printed right there.
Yeah, and so again, these are handy for you to just have at class. And then for those that, they're not sure what to say for closing, well, you have this nice little sheet that just says it exactly how it is. It's a good way to start with retail. It's better than nothing, but the better way to start is definitely with your wholesale membership, because wow, who doesn't want to save this amount of money? And the best way to start really is with your starter kit and on essential rewards, because this is a wellness journey. You should always start with your kit and then your Thieves essential rewards and then your Ninja essential rewards after. Always, 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 if you want to have a basis for wellness.
It takes this,
Go ahead.
I was going to say also, when you use that sheet, it takes the salesy feel out of it. Like, because I've even signed people up and done classes because I'm a terrible closer. I'm still working on that. But like, and I just would get them the sheet and be like, fill that out. And it would be like their sheet to get started. And like, if people were like, no, I don't want to, they just don't. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Some people fill their sheet out and they take it with them. But we just used to have them fill out their sheet at the beginning of the class.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm the same. Like, if you go on my YouTube channel, you will see all of these classes. I've done all of these classes. I've recorded them. They're references for people. They're easy. I do have Oil Revolution designs, and I do classes from there. I've only recently started making my own PowerPoint presentations, and it's really because I'm collaborating with other experts right now. And now that I've done so many presentations and I've done so many stuff, like I can create presentations like in 30 minutes with no problem, because I've done all these so many times. And there's even some in the virtual office as well. That's where I get my Spanish ones from, that now, creating the content is not a 4-hour process for me like it might be for a new person. So again, leverage your tools, leverage your tools, leverage your tools. If you're nervous about sharing, you should be using that Simply Sharing guide. If you're nervous about closing, you should use that worksheet to close. If you're ready to start doing your own classes, but you're nervous about what am I going to say, use these business in the box to do it. Any questions, any other comments or things that if other people got to watch some of this that they wanted to chime in on?
Oh, did we talk about the shareables in the text?
Not
the
yet.
text
Nope.
messages?
We haven't talked about that yet. So we can go to that. So yeah, that is another important tool. Again, the more that we onboard, the more that we teach with tools, the better it will be. And so under your shareables, you have textables. And so again, going back to our Excel spreadsheet that I put together that I got from Downline Leadership, part of your onboarding process, and I know this isn't fun and it takes a little bit of time to do, is when someone gets a kit, you're able to just text them every single day how to use everything in the kit. And again, it takes a little bit to set them up. I admit, like, I just set up my last 3 people I signed up like this past week. So some of them, I think they've had their kit more than 30 days, but better late than never. So no matter what kit they get, so I've had, you know, when the stuff to circulating our planet hit, people were buying thieves kits like crazy, right? So I signed up, like, reactivated one person and signed up a couple people with thieves kits. So then after they were signed up with the thieves kit, they got a textable every single day on everything in the thieves kit. And then at the end, it explains a little bit about Ninja. And then they, you know, they would ask me about Ninja. When we had the Savvy kit, we had that, but we have the textables for most people start with our kit. And so with the oils kit, so there's a textable for each thing in the kit, including Ninja, including the Thieves Spray, Thieves Purifier. Then there's these with recipes, how to clean your diffuser. So there's like 21 days worth of stuff. And then there's essential rewards. Where do I get resources? And there's one of Vital180. I think it was above there. So when people start, they get an email from me and it tells them, here's where you can get resources. And you should go on Vital180. But 95% of the time they don't do it because they don't know who I am. And then I send them a postcard welcoming them to the team. And hopefully when they get the postcard, they'll be like, oh, that's that person I don't know to send me an email. Maybe I'll go to look at her email. Maybe they look at it. But if you come up and within the first 30 days of them getting their kit, you text them all of these things, then it'll start making sense. And they'll see this Vital180 and they'll be like, oh, somebody already mentioned Vital180 to me. And it'll be so much easier for them to then jump into their getting started when you remind them. Plus, they're going to know how to use the things in their kit. Like Dana just said, most people get their kit and they're like, yeah, I don't remember anything she told me. And they let it sit there. So instead of letting it sit there, we're texting them things to do every day. And the more that I stick close to this, again, getting my people to do the getting started, getting these textables out, making sure they know where the blog is, the easier it is for me, the less I get burnt out with my teaching. I just have to go in and do their wellness consultation and adjust and remind them of some of the stuff that they already have. And after 90 days, they're self-sufficient. They know what to order. It makes our lives so much easier when Matt kept saying, run the system, run the system, run the system. It is the way for you to go faster and make your life easier. Anything else you guys want to add? Oh, you're muted. Dana and Anthony, were you going to share something?
No, I was living through my nightmare. I was looking at the tabs and I was like, this is my nightmare.
Oh.
No. Yeah. No, so just to go back briefly with the textables, like the reason why stuff like this is so good is because, like, most people, they text. Like, I can't tell you the last time that somebody like welcomed like a phone call. In fact, most people, they get like really funny when they're like, hey, like, why is this person calling me? So like I usually, like, I try to find out, like, does the person text and what is the preferred method of contact? Like if they just want information, like I use those and I just send them out through text message. It takes like 5 minutes. And once again, like, it's like Tashina, like you were saying, it's the system. Like, so make that part of the system that every time a person comes along that's new, like, these are the things that they go through. These are the things that they get. And just make it easy. Excuse me, just make it easy on yourself.
Yeah, and to add to that too, until you know what their preferred method is, you kind of have to, in the beginning, try all of the things. So they may not open the email, they may not open the text message, they may, or I've had people that I've text, and then I'm like, well, they don't ever respond, and then I stop texting, and then they're like, hey, you didn't give me the promotions for this month. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you haven't responded to me in 5 years. But like, because you kind of started something, they do read it, they do see it, they just maybe they don't seem like they're responsive.
Yeah, but they hold on to, most people hold on to their text messages too. So if they have the ability to go back and look at a graphic that you sent them, as opposed to like try to contact you for everything, then you're still allowing the system to work whether you're there or not. And that's the leverage. So don't be the resource.
Yes, Jocelyn.
I just want to say I was one of those people that like I saw your text and then like all of a sudden one day I was like, I might as well go to a class. There's nothing, there's nothing, it couldn't hurt,
Well, there you go.
It was definitely like a solid year. Or more.
Fun stuff. All right. Any other? Oh, did people get to re-listen to the social media one? If anybody's interested in knowing how to share on social media.
I actually did not re-listen to that one, but the today's Morning Dose of Valor, I forgot her name, but she does the Oil Collective or whatever. Her information was really, really good when it comes to social media. And a lot of the stuff that she talked about, I know, but it's just good to reiterate and hear again, because, she was like, I was not an influencer. I did not have a following before starting Young Living. There was nothing special about me. I was just a mom. But she really did leverage like hashtags. She leveraged, connecting within communities on social media. And then she just really, really emphasized that ratio situation. Just really making sure that people see you and your personality as well. She's like, at some point, you don't necessarily, she's like, in the beginning, you want to be consistent and post every day. But it's like, once you kind of get established, it's just important that you show up in your stories every day. Like, never let that bubble completely go, so that people can kind of see your personality. That's what's going to pop up first. Make sure you're commenting on every comment that anybody says, not just with emojis, but actually having at least, I think she said 5 words in a response.
Oh, wow.
As well as communicating with people and taking it to DMs. Because the more you do those things, what the algorithm says is, oh, she's actually developing relationships on our platform. They're staying on our platform and using our platform. And so then we're going to allow their content to be shown to more people. And so I think some of those little tidbits are just important to remember.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna hop over to the other group, give them 15 minutes of my time. So now's the time to either just pull out a piece of paper or pull up the RISE workbook, which is located in your virtual office under member resources.
So page, is that 7?
De que se lo pusiera, o que se lo tomara.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Great.
Bien.
Roxy's got hers filled out and we're working on accountabilities.
Qué bien, qué
We've all
bien.
got something. I've got a few extras. Something that I hadn't thought of before, so I like these. Oh, perdón, español. Para que pongan en otra sala, otro cuarto. Ay, es porque tengo Rise en inglés, pues.
Sí.
Por eso estoy contestando en inglés. No es culpa.
Tashina, ¿va a haber otra llamada a las 9 contigo?
Sí.
Sí,
Y
seguidito.
yo tengo que levantar a las 2:30 para estar en la planta a las 4 mañana.
¿De la mañana?
Sí. Me acaban
Mejor no
de...
dormir nada.
Ujú. Sí. No sabía hasta pues terminemos el día de hoy. Fui por primera vez en unas 6 meses a una planta para hacer algunas cosas y están haciendo la limpieza en el tercer turno, que es 10 hasta 6. Entonces tenemos que ir a las 4.
Wow.
Lo que están haciendo. Sí.
Pero después
Bueno, yo me levanté.
para descansar.
Sí, me voy a salir como a la 1 y sí me voy a dormir después de eso. Claro.
Es lo bueno.
Ujú,
Entres temprano, pero sales temprano.
ujú.
A ver, Helva, ¿tienes otro nombre?
Sí, tengo Janet Torres.
Ya, y vas a poner, bueno, status. ¿Ya hablaron o todavía tienen que conectarse?
No, ya como que está medio ya el amarre, pero pues tengo que darle más seguimiento porque ella se separó del esposo, se divorciaron y entonces estaba así como bien depressed y le di unos samples y le encantaron mucho, entonces yo le dije que ya era la hora que pues de comprar su kit, entonces me dijo que sí, pero entonces tengo que darle seguimiento.
Entonces, ¿cuándo podrías hablar con ella?
Eso iba a ser hoy porque tenemos reunión mañana, yo sé que mañana no va a poder. Pero tengo esos otros dos que tengo que ver cómo resuelvo el trabajo.
Chévere. Sí, yo tengo una que la perdí en Facebook, pero la encontré en Instagram. Entonces, y es uno que tiene sus 1000 seguidores, lo que es raro aquí en la selva.
Oh.
You can't run, but you can't hide.
That's right. Anyways, estaba a punto de empezar una conversación con ella, como había en Facebook, y ahora estamos en Instagram. Y ella puso un post que era súper horrible. Es mundana y tiene una boca. Digo, ya no voy a ni empezar a conversar ahora porque está enojado con el gobierno.
Oh.
Ya, cuando se
Necesita peace and calm.
exacto, muy bueno. De hecho, ella ya ha comprado, le gustó eucalipto para su bebé, que siempre tiene resfriados. Y yo quería decirle del RC, que tal vez va a ser mejor para el niño, porque creo que estaba poniéndolo directo. El niño pequeño, 1 año, yo digo, mejor lo ponga en los pies. No, él es fuerte. Pero yo voy donde ella vende comidas y yo voy donde ella y dice a todos, es mi amiga que vende aceites esenciales. Cuando hemos hecho 3 arreglos para juntarnos, una clase en casa de ella y me ha fallado las 3 veces.
Sea pronto.
Sí, solo necesita comprar el kit y ya. Y ahora podemos hacer virtual, eso es lo que quiero decirle. Clases virtuales. Entonces, no había
tengo
pensado
una pregunta de eso yo. Con eso de que, ¿cuándo es que cambia el shipping? el 1 de septiembre,
Sí,
ya no van a dar un free oil, ¿verdad?
correcto. Ya no.
And is it
Okay.
free shipping está a los 100 PD o 150?
No recuerdo, tengo que verlo.
100. Lo
Okay.
que pasa es que esa es mi carnada. Cuando le digo que hay un aceite gratis, entonces se emocionan.
Pero ahora es envío gratis. Lo que envío es $8.99 mínimo.
Sí,
Y a
pero
veces
imagínate cuando te dan
regalaban
una crema
limón que cuesta
de,
menos que esto.
cuando te dan una crema de lavender gratis, eso sí vale la pena.
Y entonces tú puedes ofrecer un regalito, pero
Es lo
¿sabes
que te iba a
qué?
decir. Puedes
Dile, te voy a dar ese regalo cuando te inscribes en recompensas. Cuando
Sí.
ya con su primer pedido, el kit, yo te voy
No,
a
y
dar un
ahorita hay
regalo.
una competencia en el trabajo porque cuando se lo ofrecía a un compañero, me dice, ¿y al otro se lo ofreciste? Sí, no, pero yo quiero ser el primero. Entonces, hay
Ya, entonces te
competencia.
voy a dar algo mejor.
Ay. Pero bueno, ahí vamos.
Pero ya, si tienen varios que quieren para septiembre, mejor. El punto es que
Sí.
Yo creo que sí.
Lo de Bora Bora ya empezó, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yo quiero ese Rose Oil.
Sí. Sí, de seguro.
Son 30 puntos. Ahí voy.
Ujú.
Porque voy acumulando ahí unos cuantos.
es interesante en esas categorías, los que tienen mucha influencia, los que disfruten vida saludable, los que quieren agregar valor a vidas de otros, a los que quieren ser emprendedoras y los que con caras felices. Todo eso en mi lista está Vero. Cada uno. Y por fin.
Qué bien. Okay, no es para repasar lo que sí había en Vital180. Entonces, como dijimos, los folletos sí son importantes si queremos pues utilizar, aunque está un poquito anticuado. Y pues hay mucha información en inglés acerca de cómo compartir. Entonces, para todos los que hablan en inglés en nuestros equipos, de seguro que si quieren pues ya empezar el negocio, es importante que ellos repasen esta información.
Andy.
Can you tag me in that post? Because I was looking for it and I couldn't find it.
Ujú.
Yo soy pésima para Facebook. Ay.
Y también hablemos acerca de los textables. Entonces, ya tenemos el archivo para onboarding, para asegurar que nuestros nuevos miembros tienen una experiencia espectacular. Entonces, una de las cosas que debemos hacer es una campaña así con los textables. Entonces, de seguro eso es para los que hablan inglés, pero sí tenemos una lista de videos para los que hablan español. Lo más que ellos vienen a las clases, que están revisando el blog en español, que están recibiendo textos y recordatorios de las clases, lo más que van a estar envueltos y empezar a comprar más cosas y luego a compartir naturalmente. Todas las personas que yo estoy haciendo cada paso de onboarding bien, sí llegan a este punto. Hasta después de 90 días, ya no tengo que decirles qué ordenar en recompensas esenciales ni nada. Ya están ordenando más que 100 sin yo decirles algo, pero es porque yo hice todos estos pasos, que a veces aún yo fallo en hacerlo. De hecho, esos textos a las personas que he escrito dentro de 2 meses, creo que unos pasaron más que 30 días, pero por fin, pues, hice los textos para los siguientes. porque yo sé que es sumamente importante. Entonces,
Just
las personas son...
FYI. So Vero says, sorry, she had to leave because the connection was bad, but she's signing someone up on ER right now. Is that okay? She said.
Good.
I'm like, yeah, that's okay.
Well, she can get the replay.
That's what she said. Can I watch it later on YouTube?
Ok, pues eso creo que es todo para que podamos más o menos terminar. La única otra cosa fue si queremos hacer un power hour esta semana y si es así, ¿cuál día, cuál hora?
Esa sería para llamar a las...
Está lista, en realidad.
Es lunes. Martes. Miércoles.
Ay, sí que se va a cerrar. Ok,
Jueves.
chicas.
No, sí, para ir con todos, estamos cercando breakout
para
room.
aula principal.
Ajá,
Ok.
a ir al principal y decidir cuándo vamos a hacer un...
So, power hour con todos o solo español o qué están diciendo?
Con todos. Igual con breakout rooms.
A
si
mí
quieren.
me cae bien. Viernes, mediodía, estaba bien. Tenía algo. No, pensé viernes.
Okay. Oh, Dana and Anthony already hopped off. Okay, Carrie, when were you saying what worked for you for power hour?
I like sitting there in the room talking to myself. For me, it worked good when you had it before, like Friday lunch.
Okay.
I've serviced at 3, but 11, 12, 1, somewhere in there. Pero yo sé que no todos pueden.
Okay, I think I have something I gotta do at 1. But so service for you is 3 your time, which is 4 my time?
Correct.
Okay, right. So I think I can do it at 2 maybe, like from 2 my time for like an hour and a half, probably. For those that can. For those that need it, not everybody. If you don't need it, you don't have to join, but.
Like how many people want power hour?
I need it.
Yeah, all the accountability helps.
I keep sending out samples, but I gotta call some of these people back and get them to buy their kits. I don't have any signups this month yet, so I need a power hour. So.
What time Friday you were thinking?
Like 2 to 3:30.
Sure, yeah, just think.
Because we have a 5 p.m. class, so the only other option would be afterwards. Okay. Well, everybody can put their votes in the meeting, whatever works best for them, and I'll see whatever it is. I mean, I can do it in the evening. That's fine. It doesn't really bother me to do it in the evening, but.
Yeah, I think it's the CBD. It had me dancing.
I'm not on mute.
Pull it together, people. Being recorded.
Oh yeah, we still are being recorded. All
How
right.
many drops of that stuff did you take?
Any other final questions, concerns, comments?
No, I like the accountability-ness.
Yes. Accountability is always important.
So what was the last suggestion? You said Friday at 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so Roxy.
Unless more people need it. unless more people need it after work then.
Like what time could you, hello?
Sería como después de las 7. A las 8.
I could do that on Thursday.
I could do that on Thursday too. Thursday I don't have anything in the evening.
You want to say like
Dana and
8
Anthony have their meeting though.
Yeah, but they got each other for accountability.
I don't know. Glinda, what time works for you?
Well, I definitely can't do it on Thursday. That's my meeting as well. But I'm available pretty much all day.
On Friday?
The only thing I have is 5 o'clock.
Okay. Well, how about we split it up then? We'll just do it Spanish, and we'll do Spanish on Thursday and English on Friday then. Just split it up.
Vale, Roxy?
You can do it on Thursday.
Okay. All right. Got it. Go to the bathroom, guys, for whoever's going on the next call.
Yeah, I think you should just drop the link. Can you drop the link in?
Oh, yeah. Let
Everybody
me do
could
that.
just
Yeah, that would make sense.
Open it and be there.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Tashina. Bye.
Bye.
See
Good night.
you.
Bye-bye, Tashina.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
I'm getting the link
I'm
for
sorry.
everybody. Here we go.
Tashina, what's the next call?
Sherry.
One of our upline RCDs does a testimonial call if we can join it, and Dana, Carrie, and I are sharing on it today. So if anybody wants to hear our testimonials.
Okay, so that's the ID.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep your camera off, put it in the background. That's what I usually do when I have time to join it. Because it's a lot. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Night.
Oh no, I gotta write it.
Just click it. Click the link. Just click on
hit it.
Okay, chat.
And it'll open in a tab.
Yep, and it'll kick you out of this one anyways. Yeah, just hit it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. And it'll be a few minutes before they actually open the room, but
Okay.
good to
It
go.
looks like it's working.